Wow, what a day. We are tired, we're beat, but we have been working hard to pull up stuff like this. Silver bars from the Atocha. We just pulled this one up today. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at this. Still has some of the markings on it. That little divot right there is for a purity test from back in the day. And they would have scooped out a little bit of the silver just to make sure that it was full of silver, pure silver. You know, today was the day. Let's go. There's about 263 left out there from the manifest. It's not been found, and we're gonna go find it. Drake was the diver on this one, and he was so excited when he came up. Let's go find some more. Today's the day. I was chilling up on the back deck just waiting for them to come up from their dive, and our other diver that was in the water came up and he asked for the camera. Drake doesn't normally dive with the camera, so I knew this had to be good. A few minutes later, I heard Drake come up off the stern and he's just yelling, super excited. I take off sprinting towards the stern. I look over and he's just holding this up out of the water. And these things are heavy, super heavy. He was just filled with so much adrenaline, he was lifting it out of the water. And he's like, dude, get in the water now. So I took off sprinting to change into my swim trunks, which were up on the bow drying off. I took off sprinting towards the back and I jumped in the water. No scuba gear on or anything. And he tries handing it to me and it instantly started just sinking me underneath. So I had to give it back to him. Super cool experiences, memories I'll never ever forget. Let's go. This is the first silver bar in 27 years to be found out here. The last crew to find this was on the Dauntless back in 1999. The Dauntless was the ship that discovered the mother lode in 1985. So just crazy historic all around. And I'm gonna set this bar right up here and show you guys. Actually, let's go to the mailboxes. I'll show you back here. You gotta get it first try because I'm taking a video.
We're at 50, so the sooner we can get it, the better. Oh, drop that.
Oh.
Yeah, let go of the bundle. He just didn't let go of the rope.
All right, you got it right here. This is the one.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Let's take a minute.
He got it. You good?
They first came across the emeralds. The guy was airlifting on the main pile. He set the airlift down, and you'll see me. You leave the ball valve. I leave the ball valve kind of cracked open, so the airlift stays standing up straight. And then I'll just set it over there. Well, they set it over there, and all of a sudden it starts raining emeralds on them.
That's crazy.
So keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind. Look at that. Not a lot of sunlight right here, though. Oh well. I'll put in the sunlight after this somewhere else. I always tell you guys, we only see it like this for a little while we're out at sea, but once we go back to land and we turn it over to our lab, we don't really ever see it like this again. And I really can't wait to see what the markings on this end up looking like. That's the purity test that they did back 400 years ago. They would have taken a little scoop of silver out just to make sure that was fully silver. Just super crazy. And if you look really close, you can see some of the marking. Drake was saying he thinks there's one right there, an M mark, and then right there also looks like a mark. I'm gonna turn the camera on to give you a better view. Mel Fisher's Treasure Diver is still doing it out in 2026. Crazy. This is not the moment of the discovery. Drake and I just really wanted to make sure we got some really cool footage of the silver bar underwater. This is a really big moment for us, so we wanted to really take it in. The bar is super heavy. As you can tell underwater, it's kind of just pulling me all over the place. Go drop a pirate flag emoji in the comments to congratulate Drake for this historic find. If anybody deserves this moment, it's him. He's worked super hard to get us here, and this is just the beginning. Let's go. Today's the day. We found out that it's 22.5 pounds, and I guess like 40, 50 pounds. Yeah, I was way off. But I think the weight distribution of it kind of affects how heavy it feels. Anyway, the 80 pounders are gonna be really difficult to get out of the water. Drake kind of struggled getting this one out, but he got it out and it was awesome. Definitely a moment that I'll never forget. And there's so many more on the manifest that are just, there's manifested treasure out here that's not been found. This was on the manifest, and I can't wait to see, there's gonna be a serial number on this, and we can match it up on the manifest and see exactly which one it was. And really cool. There's also another theory that this belonged to a passenger and that this was personal cargo. And that theory is supported by it being 22.5 pounds. It's a lot smaller than the big ones they found on the main pile. But who knows? This could be the start of a scatter trail of a lot more of these. So we've only got a couple more nights out at sea with it. So I've been taking a ton of video. Yeah. And tomorrow's actually our last night with it. I'll get some more footage of it tomorrow, and hopefully we just find some more. Today's the day. Let's go. What are you predicting happens next?
I'm gonna say tomorrow we're gonna go find about 3 more, and then the next day probably 2 more.
All right.
And then the day after that, a storm's gonna come because we found too much treasure. That's usually how it works.
Yep.
We're gonna go in, you know, unload all these, come back out, and then find the rest of the 220 after that.
Today's the day. Let's go. Let's go. What's that little mark on the top?
Right here?
Yeah, what is that?
That is the assayer scoop, little purity scoop right there. And somewhere on there, you can almost see, I can't find it right now. You can almost see, I think, the assayer's initials somewhere. But you'll have, right here will be like a serial number, up here the purity, then the owner, and then the assayer.
All right. All right.
So yeah.